We're back, baby. Back in heaven. Back at the tiny cabin in the abandoned ghost town of Destiny. Back in action. We actually almost didn't make it back in right now. The road is still very mucky and there's a little bit of snow and ice on it. And there was a couple spots where I had to stop and really plan my route to make sure I didn't get stuck like I did last year. Oh no! But we are back off grid and look, the sun is starting to pop out a little bit. It's supposed to rain in a few days, so I'm gonna have to move the car up the road after I unload everything. Looks like one of the wind spinning things fell over. All the wood is good to go. There's a little bit of snow over there in the forest, but otherwise the property is looking perfect as always. Need to figure something out with that this year, of course. But we are back at it at the property, reactivated the Starlink. I'm gonna have to go up there after and take that cover off. Looks like the cover stayed on all winter. Of course, the sun is right at its peak right now too. Lots of bottles of water over there. But yeah, we made it off grid. The target fell down over here, no worries about that. And then I have so much stuff in the car right now. It is absolutely crazy. Let me just open this up right now to put this into context. Yeah, we got a lot of stuff here. And then, of course, we got even more in here. Don't mind this. Don't mind all this stuff in here. So yeah, we got a lot of stuff. How long has it been? Over 5 months since I've been here. We got a bug. Nice, good sign of life already. But yeah, we're gonna open it up for the season. Let's get at it. The good old Nissan Murano has been unloaded. Look at this whole spread and haul of stuff that I brought up with me that I acquired over the last 5 months. And I'm tripping and I'm almost dying, of course. All right, classic. All right, so first things first, we'll start over here on, I guess, the furthest left. So this is a bench, a wooden bench that I got that we can use to just sit here because, yeah, it isn't always the best to sit on this picnic table over here. So we got this, and then I brought this up. We had a spare one that we've never used, or we barely used, I would say. So now we have an actual raccoon-proof garbage bin up here. This is an organic bin from good old Toronto, aka T-Dot. Not the 6, because Drake is a whole other thing. All the reason the snow is up here is because of him and his recent stunt as well with his Ice Boy stuff. Anyways, let's go over here. All right, so here's the big one. I almost tripped over this, but guys, we now have not one, not two, but a whole family of 3 chainsaws, 3 steel chainsaws. I believe the big one is like 64.5 cc's. It's the M390. We have this one, which is the good old, I believe it's the M250 in the middle. And then we have what is this? An MS180C. So we have 3 chainsaws now. The 150 came with this carrying case, so I'm going to leave the big boy and the little one up here, and then I will have the 250 to travel with me wherever I go in that carrying case, which is sweet. Got a couple pair of gloves, so we got a classic Dollarama pair of gloves donated from my mom that she got me specifically for Christmas, and then I bought these chainsaw gloves as well, so we're going to try these out to make sure I don't saw off my hands. We have a gas can. I was meant to fill it up on the way here, but we didn't have any other jerry cans for some reason. I'm going to make sure the chainsaws are well maintained, so of course, you know that we got some chainsaw bar oil, right? And then what I've tripped over and fell over down here is the chaps that I got, right? It's for Pride weekend coming up. I'm really into Pride. Just joking. Just joking. They're basically these blaze orange chaps just to make sure I don't cut off my legs. All right, so that's it in terms of wood. We do have a couple of bundles as well that I grabbed from Foodland on the way in. Now, next up, we bought 3 pews in, okay? I think we got the Golden Boy, we got the Mossberg 410, and then we got the Smith & Wesson. My most expensive, most pricey one. The one that I was like, if I can't get the Henry Allweather, I'll get this one. And then I got the Henry Allweather as well. Anyways, I'll bust those out later when I display them. Got the ammo case. And then this is classic. I got this at Winners. It was on clearance for $20. It is a tackle box with a wireless speaker in it. So I thought it was nice to have a tackle box up here because all the other stuff is, yeah, no good just in terms of the way that the fishing stuff is organized. So we got that. All right. Next up, what do we have over here? This is another target, so I'll set that up over there with the other one that fell over. And then in terms of shooting, we got this. So this is the Death Grip, okay? This thing is basically a tripod for the pews, right? I've seen other people like Kendall Gray has one of these, and I saw Fishing with Tate has one of these, and I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna get one of those. And then I got, my brother requested I get this. This is for the drill. You put it on the drill, and it basically sweeps the chimney, so I'll show that how it works. Next up, got a new projector because the remote was gone for the other one. Made sense to get a new one. So this one is a lot higher quality, has autofocus, and I believe it automatically pairs with what you're doing. And so I will set that up. And here we got the PlayStation 4. I was going to bring up the Wii finally, but I decided not to. Got all my clothing, brought a jigsaw to work on the floor for the boat because I did get that piece of plywood last year. So I need to trace that onto a vapor barrier, trace it onto from the bottom of the boat, trace it onto a piece of vapor barrier, trace that onto the piece of OBS that I got, and then cut that out with the jigsaw and then sand it down and then put some pool noodles basically around the side. And yeah, that way I can stand on that boat, and that'll be a whole thing that I'll be working on. Oh yeah, I got this for the pews as well. So this is the first actual optic that I got, the Vortex Spitfire 3X. So I'll probably just use this. I did get a Picatinny rail for my Golden Boy, which I'll show later. But yeah, I did get that as well. And I'm looking into getting a scope as well because I bought 5 pews that I haven't fired yet recently. Okay, so I think that brings my total to 9 pews total, which is insane. And of course, we got the tool bag. We got a bag with a bunch of stuff. We got a new mat basically a buffalo plaid one that I'll put over here. So we got this bin as well that has a bunch of things. What's in here is, oh yeah, I got a solar panel light. So for up here at night to just be over the table, right? Because we have these other ones that plug in and they're great, but I think these would just be, yeah, even sicker. And then I got a step stool. I got some metal signs as well. I might not use all of them. I got this new painting, this buffalo painting that I'm going to put inside. It's a little bit too AI. So some people are like, oh, it's AI, whatever. Like, good enough, all right? And obviously I had to bring the latest version of Country Road. Duh. I mean, I've been getting this calendar for what, like 5-6 years? If you can hear that beep, by the way, it is already driving me insane. It's from the smoke detector, so I'm gonna have to get a spare battery. And yeah, getting into town, I don't know if I'm gonna be doing that this trip. I just wanna kind of get in and out, even though I'll be here for a few days. So we're gonna figure this out and make sure I don't get stuck again, and we're gonna be smart in doing so. And then yeah, I got a chair, a foldable chair finally for the loft. So this is what we have so far. Got a couple of cozy blankets as well. So yeah, I got a couple more of these. These were like half price at some point in Indigo, and they're super comfortable. Got a new wireless keyboard. I got a bunch of other stuff. For the bell over here, we got what's going on with this thing? I got a new rope and a little keychain that I'm gonna put up. So it's a red rope because I did not like this rope from the second that I got it. It's just very flimsy. So I got a much thicker one with a keychain. So that's gonna look a little bit better. It looks like this thing is already rusted a little bit, and that's kind of what I want, just to give it kind of an antique aesthetic. So yeah, that's everything we have. And then I didn't even bring up the cooler. I just have a couple of bags of food, some drinks, and then I forgot to mention I did get a new camera thing. So this is a neck mount for when I'm doing things. This way I can have the phone and my GoPro around my neck. And yeah, I mean, we have other stuff as well. Oh yeah, and then I did get a spare trail cam. So we have a third one now. And this one is a cellular one as well. So it will connect to my phone. And yeah, I can't wait to check the footage on the other two. The other two have been up here for, yeah, over 5 months with fresh memory cards and fresh batteries. So I cannot wait to see what sort of footage we caught. Hopefully it caught it up until this point. But yeah, that is all of the stuff that I got that I brought up here. So yeah, I'm going to work on setting everything up, getting nice and cozy and comfy. And yeah, I will kick it with you shortly. Power is on, and next up is to remove that cover from the Starlink so we can get the internet going. So we got the ladder set up, Got that harness in a box, and we're gonna put it on and go up there. All right, let's get this thing on. Okay, let's do this. We're going up. All right, this always makes me a little bit uneasy, but whatever. Jeez. Classic. Woo. All right. Okay. All right. Now let's just get down safely, and then we don't have to do this for another 6 months. All right. Did it. Done. Got it. Which means don't have to do this for another 6 months until November of next year. And yeah, we'll get the Starlink calibrated. We'll check in, start watching some flare videos, because I think I've stocked up 25 or 26 for the year. So that's going to be my main thing I'm going to be watching while I'm up here. I'm going to take off this silly harness, put on the chaps, celebrate Pride once again. And yeah, we'll be ready to go shortly. Hello, hello. We got this ready to go. Looks amazing already. And yeah, this is going to need to be replaced. The carbon dioxide and monoxide detector is done. And as I mentioned in my previous video, I decided I was going to get some scented candles. So we have a few options here for later tonight. And I worked on putting this up. The string that I got here is way too thick, and this white thing was no good because the opening for this thing is very slim. So I did have this as a spare just in case. So I'm sure I can find another purpose for this rope. And then I have this, whoops, box fell over. I have this keychain that I got. So this will just be way better for the bell. And we got the Murphy table going, just had a little bit of lunch right now. This cover unfortunately got destroyed. It got very ripped over here. So gonna have to get another barbecue cover. And then I'm putting together the bench. So we will get that assembled, and then we will probably go ahead and process some wood. I have a little bit of two-stroke mix left, so I put that in the little baby chainsaw, and there is a tree back there and a couple behind the bunkie, so I'm going to saw those down, and we'll have a very small little fire going tonight. And then yeah, I will bring back the 250 with me. This is what the chair looks like. This is a pretty dope bench, to be honest. Matches the same color as the stain on the bunkie, and the sun just set over there on the mountain as a plane goes by. I just got my first mosquito bite of the season as well. Weather vane is up right now. I'm going to process some wood and get started on a fire very shortly. Probably have a little bit of food, and then yeah, have some good times tonight by the fire, and yeah, just relax as much as possible. So far, the MS-180C is an absolute beast, and we were able to cut some wood in minutes, get this fire going. And we'll stack it up, burn a big box, and this is the vibe right now. We got blue skies, got the moon up there, and Put up one of those Sherpa throws here. Set up the TV. So this is the vibe right now. So yeah, we're going to sit down, enjoy some food, watch some flare videos. We're going to start with old versus new one-on-one budget Bass Pro Shop challenge. And then I think we have about 25 videos total. And then of course we got the fire going. So yeah, we're living the dream. And then we'll cook some food, have a good time, and keep her going. Night one is coming to an end, and you can hear all the crazy critters and creatures in the forest right now. Craziness going on out there. Anyways, this is the vibe right now. Took everything inside, got the candle, got the lights going, and we got the wood stove going because the water was a little bit chilly. It's about 2 degrees outside right now. So yeah, we moved everything inside. So we're just chilling, watching some flare. This is the vibe. And then yeah, we're gonna call it a night very shortly. I will see you tomorrow.